The second half of our journey has challenged us even more than the first. We continue our drama 3 and 4 classes with our fearless leader, Pete Peterson. But before we do so, we have a special song by our 3 favorite boys. In drama 3, we learned about absurdist theater. It's like theater, but it's a little weird.
In the soul from death.
I thought you said hell.
From death, from death.
Well, what of it?
Well, then two of them must have been saved.
And why not?
But one of the 4 says that one of the 2 was saved.
Well, they don't agree, and that's all there is to it.
But all 4 were there, and only one complains of the thief being saved. Why believe him rather than the others?
Who believes him?
Everybody is the only version they know.
Well, people are bloody, ignorant apes.
Ha!
Charming spot. Inspiring prospects. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
And you're sure it was here
What?
that we were to wait?
He said by the tree. Do you see any others?
What is it?
I don't know. A willow?
Where are the leaves?
They must be dead.
No more weeping.
Or perhaps it is not the season.
It looks to me more like a bush.
A shrub.
A bush.
What are you insinuating? Have you come to the wrong place?
He should be here.
He didn't say for sure that he'd come.
And if he doesn't come,
Then we'll come back tomorrow.
and the day after tomorrow,
Possibly.
and next day,
The point is,
until he comes.
you're merciless.
We came here yesterday.
No, you're mistaken.
What did we do yesterday?
What did we do yesterday?
Yes.
Why, nothing is for certain what you're about.
Well, in my opinion, we were here.
You recognize the place?
I didn't say that.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
all the same, that tree, that bog.
And you're sure it was this evening?
You said Saturday. I think.
You think?
I must have made a note of it.
But what's Saturday? And is it Saturday? Is it not rather Monday or Thursday or
It's not possible.
Sunday?
What'll we do?
Well, if he came here yesterday and we weren't here, you may be sure he's not going to come again today.
But you said we were here yesterday.
I may be mistaken. Let's stop talking for a minute, okay?
All right. Go, go. Go, go!
I was asleep. Why will you never let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
I had a dream.
Don't tell me.
I dreamt that.
Don't tell me. Thank you.
Every year, we have prepared monologues to challenge our acting skills. Here we have Sophia doing 2 contrasting monologues.
Hi, I'm Ari Hughes, and I will be doing 2 monologues that I did for college. The first one is from A Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry, and the second one is from Merry Wives of Windsor by William Shakespeare. God hasn't got a thing to do with it. I'm sick of hearing about God. I mean it. I'm tired of hearing about God all the time. What has he got to do with anything? Does he pay tuition? And why can't I say what I want to around here just like everyone else? Mama, you don't understand. It's all a matter of ideas, and God is just one idea I don't accept. It's not important. And I'm not going around and being immoral, committing crimes because I don't believe in God. I don't even think about it. I'm sick of him getting credit for all the things that the human race achieves through its own stubborn efforts. There simply is no blasted God. There is only man, and it is he who makes miracles. What? Have I escaped love letters in the holiday time of my beauty? Yet am I now subject for them? Let me see. Ask me no reason why I love you, for the love you's reason is his physician, he admits him not his chancellor. You are not young, no more am I. Go to then, you are merry, so am I, ha ha. Then there's more sympathy, you love sack, so do I. Let it suffice thee, Mistress Page, if the love of a soldier can suffice, that I love thee. I will not say pity me, 'tis not a soldier-like phrase, but I will say, love me. By me, thine own true knight, by day or night, with any kind of light, with all his might, for thee to fight. John Falstaff! Oh, what a Herod of jewelry is this, oh, wicked world. One that is well nigh worn to pieces with age to show himself a young gallant. What hath this Flemish drunkard picked out of my conversation in this manner dare he assay me? Why I have not been thrice in his company. What should I say to him? Why I should exhibit a bill in the Parliament for the putting down of men? How should I be revenged on him? For avenged I will be, as sure as his guts are made of puddings. Thank you.
Hey guys. All right, so I'm going to explain a little what you're about to see. So a big part of our theater class was creating plays for young people. So the basic premise of it was that there was this young boy named Ezekiel, and he would have a problem at school, or somewhat, and his older sister Velma would come and give him some stories from her own experience that would help him. And we were in charge of writing the different stories for the elementary schools and middle schoolers. So if you're just junior year, writing for elementary schoolers, I had the idea, write a play about Paw Patrol. And so, great idea, right? It was met with very harsh criticism. I'm pretty sure they said, Lainey, this is gonna be so dumb. But you know what? It ended up being the crowd favorite, okay? So, thank you. I go into it next year thinking, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna be like, hail Lainey, queen of playwriting. So next year we're writing for middle schoolers, so they're into like the internet culture, so I decided to write a script about Johnny, that old meme. You know what? They think it's stupid again. They think it's so dumb, but you know what? It ends up being the crowd favorite part 2. So you know what I decided to do? I decided to combine my 2 genius scripts into one to show you tonight. And let me tell you that it was met with criticism for the 3rd time in a row. But you know what? Kind of Like in regards to my streak, I have a feeling it's gonna do really well tonight. So here before you, I show Bully Plays / Red Ribbon Players, the adult-friendly version of the crossover between Paw Patrol and Johnny Johnny. Thank you.
Hey Ezekiel, how's it going?
Hey, Philippa.
What's wrong, Ezekiel?
You know, we've been introducing stories for elementary and middle schoolers for so long, but like, now I'm growing up. I have my own problems. I have things like taxes or criminal activity, what to do when a family member asks you for money. But I don't have any stories to help me deal with those things.
Oh, I got you, bud. Let me tell you about a time I went through in college one time.
All right.
Wow, I love actually getting to play with the ball.
I know, right? Now that Chase died in action and misogyny is banned from Paw Patrol forever, we can actually do things. Yeah, and I'm just glad to see the Paw Patrol run by some powerful bitches. Get it? Because we're dogs?
Yeah, I miss Doc though. I just hope she's having fun in her minute clinic in Maui.
Hey, pups, how's it going? Ryder, can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah, any people are most loyal teammate.
Right, about that. We're gonna have to let you go.
I'm sorry. Did you say that we should all sing
Let It Go? No, we're firing you, Ryder.
I just don't understand. I'm the leader, and you were a bunch of dogs.
Right, well, you always tell us what to do and where to go, but when have you ever actually helped us out in action?
Yeah, I'm just kind of more of the moral support guy.
Right, well, sometimes your moral support can come off as a bit unhelpful. Take, for example, last week when Sky was fixing her helicopter and she was bent over and you were like, wow, what a view.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you better leave.
You know what?
You know what? Fine. But good luck when you're trying to do things with non-opposable thumbs. We're free.
Oh, our first mission on our own.
What does it say?
Is a cat stuck in a tree?
Is it the park seesaw broken? Homicide. Well, no job is too big, no pup is too small, I guess.
I think this job's too big.
No, we were called to action, we have to help. Should I bring the bulldozer? No, Rebel, I don't think that will be necessary.
Hey, pups. I'm Detective Carlson. Now, what we're looking at here is a man around 50 what appears to be multiple stab wounds in the back. We thought you guys could give it a look.
Right, I don't know if we're gonna be much help. Our specializations are very abstract and only really help in very minor casualties.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I called the son in for questioning too if you need him, but to be fair, he is a pathological liar, so heads up. Johnny! Johnny! Yes, Papa! Papa, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Papa! Wake up!
And why is it all your fault?
Well, I swore I wouldn't lie to him anymore, but the razor toy was just so tempting. So when he caught me, I lied again and he stormed out.
You know, I don't think the point of the deed. He seems a little too guilty and his alibi seems fine.
Well, I also called him the mother for questioning.
Mama,
Hello, son.
I haven't seen you since I was a boy.
I'm sorry. Ricardo promised me a life I couldn't refuse.
Well, miss, what's your name? Mama.
I was getting ready. Ricardo and I, he had a heart attack. We're actually hitting the road from Nashville. I was just getting ready for the move.
And how is your relationship with your husband here?
Fine. No hard feelings. Can I go now?
You're leaving me again?
Sorry, Johnny. Woo! I need a cigarette.
Things aren't lighting up. This is hopeless.
I know, I just wish we had some medical expertise. If only there was someone we could... Dog! Oh, hello, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. We are trying to solve a murder case. We're trying to figure out who done it.
Oh, okay, well I have to go soon, but I guess I can take a look. Oh, yep, it looks like a self-inflicted wound. Yep.
Are you saying I lied to him and he killed himself?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I have to leave now. I'll see you guys later.
Wait, what's this?
That, Pops, is a scalpel.
Doc, did you kill Papa?
How could you be such a monster?
Well, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for this guy right here. You know?
Why?
You all seemed so friendly when I joined the patrol. What I wasn't expecting was the hazing. Night after night, I'd go to sleep wondering if I'd wake up the next morning. Chase was the worst, especially with the Chinese waterboarding. One night, I decided I'd had enough when we went to go save old Mrs. Jenkins from the fire. I shut the door behind him. Couldn't do it anymore. I had to leave town. I couldn't let anybody know what I had done. But I came back, I had some unfinished business. I wanted to visit my mom. I came back and I saw Ryder pacing the streets, and I thought, oh, it all's all coming back to me. And then I had to do what I had to do, so I brutally murdered him. When I was disposing of the body in a back alley dumpster, I stumbled upon this man. I couldn't have any witnesses, so I stabbed him as well. Pops, will you ever forgive me?
Why do I feel the sudden urge to forgive you and give you a high five? You murdered 2 men and a dog. I'm definitely going to the pound.
Yeah, here, come with me.
Okay, I thought this show was about learning lessons.
Well, I think we all learned a pretty valuable lesson today.
Don't kill people! We should go celebrate with some Coors Lights.
Oh, can I come? I'm 22.
Johnny, are you lying?
Maybe.
Johnny. Now that's what I call a dead meme. Hey!
We spent 3 class periods this semester learning the standard British dialect, and then when it came time to perform our scenes, we all chose the hardest options. So here is a scene in an Australian accent.
Okay, I'm ready. I've a pen, I've a focus of a laser beam ready to absorb your words of fitting in wisdom. Fire away. You're not. What? You're not ready. You hardly started already sinking. How? You look eager to learn. Oh, that's bad. Very. But I like learning. No, you don't. Okay. Never admit I like learning. But are you going to write everything down? Sure. I have to make it look like I hate learning while learning at the same time. What means?
Stop that! No, never lean forward, never look eager, and never raise your hand in class.
But what if I know the answer? Can I raise my hand once a month?
Cassette.
Every other month?
Cassette!
Okay. No answers.
Fitting in means you don't give people a chance to realize that you're an outcast. You don't want to stand out.
did a little stand-up comedy night, and it was basically us standing on stage for 3 minutes each and trying to be funny. But sadly, 2 of our classmates couldn't make it to that night due to a conflict, so we're going to let them do their little stand-up bits right now.
Hello, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. You guys are a great audience. So my name is Austin Roberts, and it was kind of weird growing up with the name Austin Roberts, especially in Carmel, because for those who might not know, there was another Austin Roberts who graduated here a couple years before me. And I think it's safe to say that we're like slightly different people. He was this big, like 220-pound, 6'4" African-American linebacker, wide receiver, who's now in the NFL, and I'm not. So it was just weird. I was in an interview a couple of weeks ago, and the guy said to me, "Oh, I tried to Google you," and I just laughed. It's like, he's not going to find anything on me, the worst Austin Roberts. But surprisingly, he did. He said that about 4 pages into the Google search, he finally found me, and he said that I was right in between like 40-yard dash times and knee surgery, which that's about right. I mean, I feel like that's an accurate representation of my time here in high school. Like, I'm happy about it, but you know, that's fair. But yeah, he graduated a while ago. I'm pretty excited to graduate. What I was not excited for was the whole college application process. That sucked. I know a lot of you are going through that, have gone through that, will go through that. And it's just interesting, because you get some questions on these applications that are like super thought-provoking, deep questions, and you know, you lie on all of those. And then you get to the other ones and you're just like, why? Why do you feel the need to ask me this? Like, I got one, and the college was trying to be fun and quirky, and it was like, what's your favorite snack food? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Is it really going to come down to me and some other person? And it's going to be like, all right, this guy started a charity for at-risk teens on the streets. But this guy likes bold Chex Mix, so you know, we're going to have to get into that guy. Or another question I liked was, what's your favorite movie? Which like seems pretty innocent at first, but when you really dig into it, it's not as good, because my real favorite movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is a great movie, right? Yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know if that's the kind of vibe that I want to give to college. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but in it, Ferris Bueller wakes up, he lies to his parents, he plays hooky, he gets his friends to play hooky, he drives to Chicago in a stolen car, he parties in Chicago all day, he like crashes the car and basically physically assaults his teacher by the end of it, and like, don't get me wrong, he's my hero, but that's not the kind of person that I want colleges to think that I am. So, I ended up putting Wolf of Wall Street instead. Thank you very much, and it is my pleasure to introduce our next comic. She's a girl whose best friends are the ladies at the attendance office, Hallie Throckmorton.
Thanks for hitting the sore spot on that one, Austin. I appreciate that. Wow, okay guys, I'm Hallie. It's great to see you all. We have such a great audience. We have the theater kids and the family and friends of theater kids, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I got a funny story I want to tell you guys. So the other day, I was pulling into therapy because I am a theater student and a little overactive, so yes, I am in therapy. And when I rolled up, I happened to see a car with a decal on the back that said Carmel Hockey. And I was like, and it's a therapy building, so I was like, maybe my ex is finally getting the help he needs, right? Woo! But I was like, whatever, you know, forgot about that, walked inside, and then it happened. There was a line. There are never lines in therapy's office because we're not patient people. But this time there was. So I walk in, and standing right in the back of the line is my friend's boyfriend. And I don't know about you guys, but seeing someone at therapy, neither of you really want to address it. Like, you both know you got the same issues, but you're not going to say it. It's kind of like if you're a man and you're at a dysfunction clinic, right? Like, you both know you got the same issue, but neither of you are going to admit it. So anyways, I walk up in the line, and he's in front of me, and we're doing this whole thing where even though we're 2 inches apart, we're going to pretend like we don't know each other. So he's up here like this, like texting. I'm here texting my mom like, oh my God, this guy's here right now. He's up here like hiding from me, trying not to let me see. There's a woman over here, like I feel the tension. And then all of a sudden, we get called up, obviously at the same time to check in. Why would we not? And then obviously I get a receptionist who can't hear anything. So when she keeps going, what is your name? And I keep going, Hallie Throgmorton. And she keeps going, a little bit louder, please. And I have to finally go, Hallie Throgmorton, I have mental issues, thank you. And now my friend's boyfriend knows. Thank you, right? You know, I went home and I thought a lot about why he was in there. Cause like, I don't know, he could be pretty messed up. Like, what if my friend is dating a serial killer? Like, I could probably date a serial killer. And no, not in a bad way. Like, not a John Wayne Gacy. That's disgusting, okay? That's gross. But like, a Ted Bundy maybe. Like with that brown hair and the dead look in his eyes, you know? I mean, I know he killed like 20 women, but we all have our baggage, okay? Now I'm gonna finish this comedy routine off with just saying something a little serious, right? It's my last time on stage. And I want to make a comment about something. Our world's really crazy right now, and I think we all need to just take a deep breath and step back and don't put pineapple on your pizza. It's gross. You're ruining the world. Have a good night.
We all became playwrights at the beginning of this year. Well, not actually. We all just wrote one act and then entered a contest.
Hey guys, this is Art with John Mike. I wrote a one-act for YPIP that made it to the second round, and we thought, why not perform a revised version for this recital? I will be playing a little stage directions. This play is called Christmas Thing, and it's about a collection of holidays that are trying to solve the mystery of where Father Christmas's sleigh has been. Hilarity ensues.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and I'll be playing St. Patrick's Day.
I'm Caroline, and I'll be reading for the Easter Bunny.
I'm Austin, and I'll be reading for Father Christmas.
I'm Piper, and I'll be reading for Valentine's Day.
I'm Maria, and I'll be reading for Mr. New Year's. I'm Amanda, and I'll be reading for Thanksgiving.
I'm Aiden, I'm reading for 4th of July.
I'm Jen, and I'll be reading for the King of Halloween.
I actually do have another question, Mr. New Year.
What is it this time, Father Christmas? Too many children on the naughty list.
Not this time. One of you has stolen my sleigh. Without that, how am I supposed to continue on with Christmas this upcoming year?
Some holidays are offended that they would be accused of such a thing. Others find it amusing. St. Patrick's Day speaks with a thick Irish accent.
If you don't mind me asking, why would anybody want to steal your sleigh?
Yeah, bro, none of us replicate you.
I'm not so sure about that. You all have a reason to steal from me.
Oh, and what might those reasons be, Kris Kringle?
Father Christmas seems offended by the name.
It's not like any of us have use for your glorified FedEx truck anyhow. It barely works anymore.
Oh, don't insult the Winterfrost 700. It's the greatest piece of machinery that is ever seen in the North Pole.
That simply proves my point, does it not?
Oh, it was you, wasn't it?
Oh, please.
Well, Halloween does just happen to fall before Christmas this year. It'd be so easy for you to steal my sleigh so there'd be no good tidings this year.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Why would I want to steal something from a holiday whose message is that you must give gifts to others to show that you love them?
Why, that's not Well, you know what? At least my holiday isn't the leading cause of childhood obesity.
The holidays gasp and react to this statement, while Father Christmas and King of Halloween seem ready to become physical with their argument. Easter Bunny tries to interject.
You know, fighting is not the right answer to this mystery, gentlemen.
Oh, be quiet. You're just a baby in an oversized bunny costume.
All the holidays gasp and move to comfort the Easter Bunny.
That's just hurtful.
Not cool, bro.
She's fine. You know what, 4th of July? I bet it was you.
Huh?
Why? I don't know, but it seems like the kind of prank that you would pull.
Yeah. I mean, no. I wouldn't do that to you, bro. That sleigh's sacred.
He suddenly becomes formal and patriotic.
Like freedom. Which is the core of the United States of America and is why we celebrate a country in all of its glory. We the people, in order to form a...
Thanksgiving interrupts 4th of July by tapping aggressively on his shoulder. 4th of July seems to break out of a spell. 4th of July seems confused as to what he did and the other holidays try and explain. Father Christmas has moved on.
You all are of no help.
We just aren't that concerned.
No, we are just a little distracted is all.
St. Patrick's Day proceeds to take a sip of the beer he has in his hand.
Yeah, well, with your drinking habit, I'm not surprised that you're distracted. You could have just blacked out and stolen my sleigh.
Impossible! I was counting the gold coins at the tavern. Could it have been me?
I don't buy it. You're already a shady holiday. Where'd you get that gold, anyways?
That isn't none of your business. That isn't none of your business where my finances are from. My finances are from me eyes and me eyes only.
You sold my slave for more money, for all I know.
Oh yeah? And what are you going to do about it, Jingle Bells?
Why, I ought to just...
Yeah, punch me right in me noggin if you like. I'd be against the morals of Christmas cheer, I wouldn't I?
Just as Father Christmas is about to take a swing at St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day interjects.
Guys, stop! Fighting is so icky. Can't we all just love each other and figure it out?
Get off me! Love ain't going to fix all our problems. Haven't you learned that by now?
Gotta say, I disagree. I think love solved all the world's problems. Everyone can be happy with a little bit of love.
Oh, please. All your holiday does is make the couples feel pressured to be together and the single people feel lonely and sad. If love is so important, shouldn't we treat every day like it's Valentine's Day?
Well,
He does have a point, Lassie.
None of this is helping me solve this mystery.
Well, maybe it would be easier if you weren't taking every chance to insult the rest of our holidays just because you think you are superior.
I'm just telling it like it is.
no, you aren't. You're being very hurtful.
Here we go again. Valentine's Day is going to cry. Just suck it up.
Okay, you know I'm emotionally fragile just like everyone else on my holiday.
4th of July. 'Tis not kind to hurt thy maiden's feelings in such a manner.
Dude, stay out of it. What's your holiday even about anyways? Turkey? Corn? Native Americans? I don't get it.
It's about being thankful for thine family and thine friends. Together we...
I don't think anybody actually likes your holiday. You know, the turkey's always too dry, and the family members you despise never seem to get easier to deal with.
And not to mention the vague history of the Pilgrims and the Indians. What was happening back then?
Yeah, it's a very checkered chapter in our history.
Oh, you would know, wouldn't you? Explain to me where a 6-foot bunny fits into the story of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
It's in there.
Prove it.
Oh, be quiet. Your holiday barely even has a history. What's real about your day? Goblins, ghouls, vampires? Fake.
You take that back.
Make me.
All of the holidays begin to start pushing each other around, and there's an uproar of insults and shouting. The fight begins to get physical.
Alright, I know one of you did it.
Just then, Father Christmas pulls out a ginormous candy cane and begins to threaten to hit the other holidays with it. All of the other holidays seem to have their own weapons ready. Easter Bunny has a basket of eggs, King of Halloween has mini pumpkins, St. Patrick's Day breaks a beer bottle, 4th of July has fireworks, Valentine's Day has a Cupid's bow, and Thanksgiving has corn.
It doesn't have to come next. Just tell me who's responsible.
'Twas nobody here.
Liars.
Please stop.
No, liars, all of you.
Father Christmas proceeds to jab King of Halloween in the side with his candy cane, which prompts the King of Halloween to smash a pumpkin at his feet. This causes a domino effect, and all of the other holidays begin throwing their weapons. Eventually, it becomes so intense that Thanksgiving is on the floor, and Father Christmas is about to stab him with a candy cane.
All right, fine. I did it. It was me. Stop fighting, you imbeciles.
The holidays gasp and turn from each other towards the podium where Mr. New Year's is standing. They are all frozen mid-fight.
What? What reason would you have for taking my sleigh?
Do you know what people do on my holiday? Do you? Nothing but drink and party for absolutely no other reason than it's another New Year. Whoop-de-doo.
What does that have to do?
Everybody loves your glorified holiday. Christmas, please. It's just an excuse to take vacation time to visit in-laws you hate and overspend on items nobody really needs. Took your sleigh because I'm tired of it.
All of the holidays awkwardly look away from Father Christmas as they seem to agree with Mr. New Year's statement.
You better give it back to me.
If I don't, I'm your boss, so what are you going to do about it, Tinsel Toes?
I don't care who you are. Christmas will happen this year with or without my sleigh.
Father Christmas whacks Mr. New Year's over the head with his giant candy cane, which causes him to stumble and fall over. He faints. All the holidays rush to Mr. New Year's side.
He hath been knocked out cold.
What did you do?
I swear, I didn't mean.
Is he gonna be okay?
Dude, what are we supposed to do?
You know what, Father Christmas? That is it. We have dealt with your nonsense for years and years, and this is the final straw. You may believe you are somehow more important than the rest of us, and that's on you. But without Mr. New Year's, we won't have a Christmas, or a Halloween, or an Easter, or anything.
But
The Halloween bros, right, bro?
Yes, there be importance in all of us.
Father Christmas is silent as the holidays try to wake Mr. New Year's. Eventually he stirs and sits up, clutching his temple where he was hit.
Ah, pleasure to see you awake, Sir Mr. New Year's.
There is a pause as Mr. New Year's is assisted. Father Christmas then steps up and holds out his hand.
I've got this.
Father Christmas holds out his hand to Mr. New Year's as an invitation to help him up. There is a dramatic pause before Mr. New Year's takes his hand.
I sincerely apologize. To all of you, but to especially you, Mr. New Year's. I can see now that I've been acting in a way that's been wrong and hurting all of you. We're all important in making every year a celebratory one. Can you guys ever forgive me?
At first, all of the holidays seem hesitant to accept, but one by one they do. Mr. New Year's takes a breath before shaking Father Christmas's hand.
I accept your apology, and you are a true Father Christmas for realizing your wrongs. I am sorry for taking your sled.
You know what? Keep it. I need a new one anyhow. Why don't we use it to celebrate the new year?
Guys, there's like only a few minutes until New Year's Day. We can celebrate.
Yeah, I think it's only fitting.
Well then, in that case, let's all pile into that sled and take a joyride. Who's in?
All of the holidays agree and cheer.
Let's go then, I'll drive.
All holidays begin to exit happily. Father Christmas and Mr. New Year's are the last to exit. Father Christmas stops Mr. New Year's from exiting and pats his back with a smile.
Happy New Year, Mr. New Year's.
Happy New Year, Father Christmas.
They exit. The end.
We have enjoyed our years in this Carmel High School Theater Department, and we hope you have enjoyed coming along on our trip down memory lane. Now, before we let you go, we have one more act for all of you this evening. Please enjoy.
One second.
People are getting shaken.
That's what you guys.
Almost heaven, high school theater. We love it so much, we just can't seem to give it up. Months of auditions, and feeling insufficient. Going off to college, well, most of us anyway. High school theater, here we go. Are we prepared? We don't know. Our time as lead roles are coming to a close. Professional theater, here we go. All our memories made in theater class. Our favorites being Nassau, Wisconsin.
It's actually decision day, which is partly why we're all wearing these. So we're going to go down the line and we're going to tell you what our plans are next year.
Okay, I'm Maria. I'll be going to Indiana University to do media studies.
University for musical theater.
I'm Ari Hughes, and I will be attending Millikan University for acting.
I'm Maddie Phillips, and I'll be attending Hope International University for ministry.
I'm Ellen Crawford, and I'll be attending Florida State University for acting.
I'm Bree Fairchild. I'll be going to Indiana University for media advertising.
I'm Morgan Goodrich, and I will be going to Purdue University for nursing. I'm Jenna McNulty, and I'm going to Ball State for elementary education.
I'm Aiden Stewart. I'm not going to college, but I'm pursuing acting.
I'm Piper Laffer. I'm going to Indiana University to study journalism.
I'm Lady McNamer, and I'm going to Otterbein University to study musical theater.
I'm Austin Roberts, and I'm going to University of Southern California to study architecture.
I'm Carolyn Frawley, and I'll be going to Belmont University for entertainment industry studies.
I'm Jennifer Rosio, and I'll be going to the University of Dayton for environmental biology. I'm Hallie Throgmorton, and I'll be going to Butler for marketing and StratCom.